you like sharing a room? I kind of think that you guys wouldn't be able to sleep without it.
Okay, you guys, many of you have asked. We have heard your requests. We want to do the Bingham house tour, the Our Life in Holland house tour. We bought this house 5 years ago. We absolutely love living here. It's right next to the mountains, which we love recreating in. And we just fell in love with this neighborhood the second we saw it. But again, you've asked, we have now answered. Today is the day. Here we go. Let's go see this house.
Okay, so we'll just start with the entryway here. It's 2 stories high, so it makes it feel big and open. One of my favorite things about the house, the person who lived here before was an interior designer, and they switched out a lot of things right before they moved. So they put in this fun chandelier, which I love. So we have a little stool over here that you can sit down to take your shoes off. And then we have a little entryway table here where we just have some family pictures. So this house is about maybe 13 years old. So some of the things are original and some of the things were updated before we moved in. So this stairwell is obviously original. This carpet they replaced right before we moved in. So it's an updated, newer carpet. I put this mirror in here because it's modern, but it kind of ties in with the wood on the stairs. So if you come this way, we have our half bath, but before you get there, the people before we moved in put in this, which makes it kind of a fun hook area that is usually just overtaken with backpacks and coats, but because the kids are off of school right now, it actually looks a little bit cleaner. Inside here, we just have our little half bath. We've got some old pictures here, which are kind of fun. This is Jackson Hole. That's Justin throwing Landon in the air.
Quick story here, guys. This water is glacier water. That's how tough Landon is when it comes to temperatures.
Okay, but it wasn't like dangerously cold. You're making it sound really dramatic. Okay, this family picture is when the twins were babies, and this is cute little Turin. And then this is in Moab many years ago. That's little Turin jumping to Justin. Cute little Ava. This picture is one of my very favorite pictures. This is Ava when she's a newborn, and this is her brother surrounding her. Are they so cute? That little girl is gonna be so protected. Okay, these are something that I found in someone else's home that I loved. They were just these little bottles that when you go somewhere that has sand, you fill them up with sand to remember the places that you went. I haven't done very well of that, but we plan to do that in the future. And we've got a coat closet right here. Before we get to the family room, we just have this little cutout area that we've decided to just put a plant in. Then you come into our family room, which one of the things we love about this family room is that it's 2 stories high. So even though the actual square footage isn't huge, it feels a lot bigger because it's 2 stories. I love this balcony right here because Christmas morning, it's so fun for the kids to run out and be able to see all the presents, see that Santa came. We actually have to have them sleep in our bedroom on Christmas Eve because otherwise they'd be able to see the entire night. So this area right here, when we moved in, we've always talked about putting in a fireplace right here. So this house doesn't have a fireplace. This is the perfect spot for a big, beautiful fireplace. So right now we're just using the cutout for our TV and our little TV stand in a picture, but we do plan to put a fireplace either 2/3 of the way up or all the way to the ceiling. We also love in this room that there's so many windows. So out this window, we have a view of the mountains. Out these 4 windows, I should say.
All right, guys, you wanna know my favorite part about this entire room? Check this out. Automatic blinds. How cool is that? Sweet. Okay, so guys, I have been begging Lindsay to put something super cool on this wall, right? And I personally feel like it should be a rock climbing wall, which I feel like would really add a lot of culture because we're next to the mountain. I love to climb.
Right in the middle of our family room.
To me, it makes perfect sense. It's 19 feet, 20 feet tall. It's a great wall the kids could practice on. Eventually, they could hone in on that skill and become professional rock climbers and make a living for themselves and ultimately take care of us when we're old. And I just feel like it's a wonderful investment in our future.
But what I have meant to do with this wall is to put up some family pictures, maybe 4 big frames right there above the couch because it's such a high wall to utilize that space. One thing I will say is that I have a lot of plans of decorating that have not happened yet. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but when your babies are young, it's really hard to dedicate a lot of time to that kind of stuff. So now that Ava's 4, I'm hoping to spend a little bit more time actually finishing projects around the house that I've been thinking about for the last almost 4.5 years.
Now guys, if you recall, here is the Wi-Fi switch. We have these throughout the entire house. We'll show them to you. These are by eTech City. These are super cool switches. This is a dimmer switch. You saw me install that with zero help whatsoever.
So the family room connects right into the kitchen, which is nice for entertaining purposes. I love how this kitchen table looks right out to our backyard, especially during these beautiful times of year. Look how gorgeous the fall is in the backyard. I love it. So over here we have some bar stools up to the counter, which is really nice for doing homework after school or kids having a snack. So I talked about how some things are original from the house and some things were updated. All of the paint, all of the gray paint was updated right before we moved in. These countertops were replaced. Everything used to be darker. Like this down here, they painted white and did beadboard. And it used to be dark, like the cupboards. The countertops, I believe, used to be a dark color. So they put in these beautiful white quartz countertops, which I love. They put in these lights. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the house. I love, love, love these lights that hang down. Okay, another fun thing that I didn't have in my last house is a double oven, which I didn't really realize would be so helpful until I had one, and I've used it multiple times to be able to cook 2 pans of cookies at the same time, or to cook 2 different parts of dinner at the same time. Before we moved in, they also put in these under cabinet lights, which Justin loves. They are like one of his favorite things in the kitchen. Okay, best part of the kitchen, hands down, has to be the pantry. There is so much room, so much storage. I store so much more than just food in it. They did this cute little door that was here when we moved in. Literally like a walk-in pantry. So we've got food, we've got partyware, we've got Tupperware, we've got baking stuff, we've got all of our kitchen appliances, dog food, dog bones, and then I even have my things that I use for parties. So I've got like all my decorating things. There's honestly probably a lot of stuff in here that I should get rid of. We were just talking about this the other day. Sometimes when you have enough space, you just collect stuff. So I need to go through and probably get rid of half of what's in there, but I love, 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 love that I can just store and hide away so many things and not have them all over the counters. So this is just the hallway to the garage, and I loved that we had this big, huge open wall because it's so fun to be able to put up all the kids' artwork and display things that they worked super hard on. Then to the right here is our laundry room.
AKA Annabelle's room.
Also Annabelle's room, yes. It also goes out to our backyard. We've got our washer, our dryer, lots of cabinets above, which I love. We also got the pedestals back when we bought this washer and dryer, which is really nice for storage as well. We store all sorts of laundry things in there. So over here we have a sink in the laundry room, which is so nice because if you ever need to soak laundry, you're not taking up another sink like the kitchen sink. We've got all sorts of cupboards and drawers, counter space, and then even some storage up here. We love coming in the backyard. We love to eat dinner as a family on the back patio. We love to use this little fire. It didn't come with the patio, it came separately. It's from Costco. A lot of people have asked about it. It just fits through a little umbrella hole on a patio table, and we use it all the time. We love to use that. We also have the Traeger back here, which we've talked about a ton. We love to Traeger.
You also have to have a charcoal grill, which we have over there.
Yes.
Gotta always have a charcoal grill.
We also just love to come back here and get out the baby pool. We don't have it out right now. We put it away for the winter, but they have a soccer goal out here. They love to kick the ball. Annabelle obviously loves it back here.
So she keeps digging in my yard. All right, guys, now you've seen the garage. I gave you a tour of it a little bit the other day because I had cleaned it. So here's our garage. Now, what's kind of fun about this garage, first of all, we have really cute pictures of Landon. Guys, look at this picture right here. This is when he was super little, and now I can. So this sound system here leads to some speakers in the garage, which we have up here. But then this sound system right here actually goes to the backyard, so we can play music when we're in the backyard just hanging out. So there are the speakers in the backyard that we have that will play music, honestly, all the time. We love it. The kids will come out here, have a little dance party, we'll play music while we eat dinner, while we're playing backyard games or soccer or what. So guys, one thing that I really tried to do in our home was to make it a smart home. So this is a smart sprinkling system by Skydrop. controlled by my phone. It also reads the weather patterns, and so if it's gonna rain, it actually won't water the yard. So it actually is a wonderful water preservation device, so you save a lot of water using that. So like I was saying, I've tried to make it a smart home type house. We have all of our thermostats, our smart homes by radio thermostat, controlled by my phone. The lights in here, including the lamp over there by eTech City.
Okay, so right here on this bulletin board right here is where I put invitations or pictures or special things to display. This is the entire Bingham family before they left on their mission. This is my family at Justin's and my wedding. My nieces, my nephews. I love to just put things up on this board.
Guys, we also have Alexas all around the house. So we have 2 of these Alexa shows, and then each of the kids have an Alexa in their room. Because again, we've tried to make their rooms smart by letting them turn their lights on and off through Alexa.
Okay, so to the left, right when you walk in the house, we have an office, which is originally where Justin worked from home for a few years. And then when he stopped working from home, I boxed up all of his things and told him that he was getting kicked out because it's now my office. So obviously I use this to do all of my Instagram and my blogging and, you know, just all of the regular everyday life things. I use this to organize all of the things that I do for my kids for vision therapy. I've got drawers underneath the desk for all of the different things I do with them. I've got markers, crayons, activities. We store all of our books. Justin actually has something kind of fun over here from back in the KZ days.
For those that are new, Sean, myself, and Jared had a company called KZ Gear. So we sold sunglasses that actually float in the water. So it very much appealed to those that love the ocean and love the lakes. And so this was a surfboard that we had acquired for an event that ended up in my house here.
Yeah, so that's kind of fun. So here are some photo books that I have made over the years that the kids love to look back at. This is all the way back 2012, 2011. The kids are quite a bit younger. I started doing these as Christmas gifts for Papa and Grandma Bingham. And then under here, I've got a scrapbook. This is back when we were dating. Some fun pictures of us on some of our very first dates in Park City, the Sundance Film Festival. So this was a very cool article written about Justin. So they interviewed him for being one of the top 10 coolest entrepreneurs in Utah and did this really cool article on him. So we like to put that out there. We've got a family picture that we need to update. This is last year's family picture that Justin's sister Michelle does. She's an incredible photographer. She has such a gift with capturing authenticity in our family. We love, love, love her photography and want to put it up everywhere in our house. I don't have a picture in this picture frame yet, but these are kind of sweet. The kids went to Walmart and picked out some gifts for me for Mother's Day, and these are 2 of those. And then over here we have both of mine and Justin's diplomas. We both graduated from Brigham Young University. So we are Cougar fans through and through. I've been trying to get my kids to be BYU fans their entire lives. And then I finally figured out that the last time that BYU beat the University of Utah, which is their rival, was I think when Turin was 1. So
10 years ago.
yeah, long time. I love that the office has a big glass door. It makes it feel so much more open. And when Justin would work from home, it kind of felt like we were still, you know, with him, even though he was busy working away. But it wasn't very functional because the noise really carries through the 2-story ceilings, and anytime that we'd say anything, it would be really loud when he was on a phone call. So it's great that he worked from home, but it's probably better that he doesn't.
So Lindsay was mentioning that I used to work from home. I did. I really enjoyed it. But one of the disadvantages of the glass door, well, as you can imagine, it's a glass door. So the kids could see me, I could see them. If they needed something, they would just sit there, right? And this is kind of what it looked like.
Okay, so when you walk into the house, directly to the right is our living room, which for the most part is our piano room. It's where the kids practice their piano every day after school. This is actually a piano that my parents have given to us to use. It's wonderful, we love it. We hope to someday put a grand piano in this room. This is actually furniture from our last place that is just great because it stores a lot of games and things that we wouldn't have anywhere else to put. So we put that in here. And this is actually a couch from our condo as well. I call this my leftover furniture room a little bit because it has a lot of things that we've had for a long time, still work out okay, but we do hope to redecorate this at some point. This actually is a special little piano that Grandma Bingham gave to Landon. It's a special little gift that Grandma received from her father. It's a really, really special thing for Grandma, and she gave it to Landon as a special gift for Christmas last year. It was a particularly difficult Christmas, which we will be sharing with you as we get closer to Christmas this year. And this actually is another gift from Grandma and Papa Bingham that they gave to us. It's a part of their original silverware with a quote about how when you want your marriage to last, you treat it differently. So that's really special as well. This picture was given to us when we were first married. This is the Salt Lake City Temple where Justin and I were married 14 years ago. Some pictures of Ashton and Landon at their baptism and Turin at his baptism. So these are some pictures from 2 summers ago that I love. I mean, how darling are these pictures? Cute little Ava, I just die of her with her flower crown, looking at these little flowers in her beautiful long lacy dress. So one of the things that was top on my list when looking for a house was having all of the bedrooms upstairs, because I have kiddos that don't always stay in their beds and would be way too scared to be on a separate floor from us. So we found a house with the master bedroom and 3 other bedrooms all upstairs. I already talked about this a little bit with the family room, but we love that there's balconies on both sides. It just kind of makes the hallway feel super open. You can see out to the foyer on this side and see out to the family room on this side. And there is like an auction Valentine's Day type of dinner that the Now I Can Foundation does in February. We went a couple of years ago and actually spoke at it. Justin's parents came and they decided to buy this picture that was so kind of them, and we have it put in our hallway. They felt like this looked like Landon, and then maybe some of his friends or his brothers and sisters are with him.
Okay guys, to show you the bedrooms up here, we thought it'd be most appropriate to let the kids show you each of their rooms. So we're gonna start over here. So as you walk up over here across this little bridgeway, we have the twins room. All right, so here we are into the twins' lair.
Okay, I love their beds both being on each side with these letters above their beds. We actually found this letter in a Pottery Barn store. It was a store model, so it needs a little bit of touch-up paint, but it was a fraction of the price. And then we decided to get the matching one for Landon so that they both have the letter above their bed, which makes it so much more fun as a twin room to have twin beds with their names above their beds. And we actually have decorations that were originally to decorate Turin's little boy room. We've got these hanging airplanes. Okay, so as cute as these decorations have been, we've had them for many, many years, and the twins have actually never gotten to decorate their room. So I have plans to spend some time doing little bits of decorating in each of the kids' room, including them. We also love, these are beddies that we've had for a long time. They're the zip-up bedding. They have the soft minky material on the inside. It's all one piece, so you've got the sheet and the blanket that all zips up. Super easy to make their bed. You just wash the entire thing at once. So getting this kind of bedding has been life-saving.
Now guys, I will say that I think the twins probably have the best view in all of the house because they're up high and you can see out here Lone Peak over there, which is a iconic mountain range here in Utah County. Plus, if you come over here, you've got this beautiful view. So they got this cool little like horizontal window, and you've got this beautiful view of the canyon just right over there.
One of the things that I like about my room is having this massive window. And the other thing is my basketball hoop that I use.
Got that for Christmas last year.
Yes. And our baptism pictures are on opposite sides, so that's mine, that's Landon's. And Landon, we kind of share that window. I don't know whose it specifically is.
Do you like sharing a room? I kind of think that you guys wouldn't be able to sleep without each other.
We don't really like sleeping with my brother in the one room. I wanted to have my own room. But we're twins, so we gotta have the same one. I am not super happy I had my own room because then I would feel scared in here by myself.
If you didn't watch yesterday's video, we were preparing for winter, so I switched out all of their summer clothes for all of their winter clothes, which means Santa jammies came out and somebody got a little excited about it.
I like having this above my bed because it tells me it's in my bed so I don't get mixed up. Whose bed is this? Whose bed is this? And then I also like having stripes on my bed. I like the blue color and I also like the white. So Alexa is technically to tell us what time it is.
You use it non-stop to play music throughout the entire house.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do. Because I like music.
I will say, of all 4 of my children, the only one that really loves his bed and never comes out ever is Mr. Dando.
This is our closet, and this is where I keep all my soccer stuff, and then this is just summer shirts, and yeah, these are school shirts and nice shirts. These are my church clothes, and these are all the books. This is my hat that I got from This is Howie Bingham. I really like basketball, and this is my favorite shirt.
Sir James.
He plays for the Lakers. Yeah, he used to be on this team. He's still on the team on my Xbox, but he moved to the Lakers, so.
All right, so if you walk across this little bridgeway over here and into the kids' bathroom.
So this is where the kids get ready for school. This is where they shower. We hang all of their little towels here. This right here is where we mark their heights each year that they grow, to kind of remember how tall they were at each age and kind of compare all the boys at each age, how tall they were, which is really fun. My mom did that when I was growing up and I loved it.
So look at this. Turin a year ago was right there. Tur, come over here. Let's do this right now.
That was at 10 3/4 years, so less than a year ago. So this is Turin's room, which is really fun. High ceilings, which we love. So this is his dresser actually from when he was a baby, and as you can see, it also needs to be decorated. We have talked for a long time about doing a sports room for Turin. He loves all things sports, so we're hoping to do some of that here soon. We also have Betty's bedding for Turin as well, which has been awesome. We loved that. But we actually have plans to bring up the guest bed from the basement. He'll have a bigger bed. This bed will go to Ava's room. We'll show you why in just a second. These gray walls were perfect for a boy. They were here when we moved in. Not sure if we're gonna keep that or not, but I think it works great for a boy.
Okay, so my first favorite thing about my room is right here. I have a awesome rock wall. Pretty awesome, and they're really stable. And you can come up here and just hang out.
So every now and then we'll catch one of the kids hiding up there just for fun. Maybe throw a pillow up there, read a book.
Okay, and then my last favorite thing about my room is my basketball hoop. I always play on it. Pretty awesome.
He does love this basketball hoop. I'm sure you guys noticed he also plays it when he's sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this room's probably gonna look familiar from a recent video that we had a lot of fun with.
This is my closet.
Now guys, the one thing about Turin that I really think is worth pointing out is we really didn't actually clean this room very much to do this video. He's actually a pretty clean kid in general. Like, he always puts his shoes back where they go. He always hangs his shirts up. I mean, he's a pretty clean kid in general, with the exception of maybe the bed is very rarely made. Okay, guys, Ava is so excited to show you her room. All right, okay, what do you got, girl?